Hi there, my name's Devon Caldwell, and for about the past 8 years, I've shared my classroom practice through my blog called Kindergarten Diva. And from the beginning, I made a commitment to write one good blog post a month. And I did a good job of sticking to that, but since I started my PhD program and taking on different teaching commitments, I just have fallen off the wagon a little bit. So I've decided to try something new. Instead of actually writing a blog post, which sometimes takes me hours, I'm going to start vlogging and just filming short videos sharing my classroom practice. So here's what we did today. It was our first day back from Christmas holidays, first day of kindergarten in 2020. And a year ago, I saw this activity in a Facebook group that I'm part of, and it popped into my brain today, and I just decided to try it. If you're not part of Kindergarten Connections on Facebook, it's the BC Kindergarten Teachers Facebook group. It's just an excellent one. I recommend you join it. I'll post the link in the notes below the video. Anyway, someone had posted this activity a year ago, and I decided I would try it today. So it's all about setting an intention. And as a yoga teacher, that really resonates with me. And setting an intention based on how you want to feel in the upcoming year. So we decided that we would begin by reading a few different books about feelings. So one of the books we read is the OK book by Amy Krauss Rosenthal. And it's a great book about how you kind of perceive yourself and your abilities and how you might feel when you're not good at things or stronger at things. And it's all about being okay at different things. So I'm an okay marshmallow roaster. I'm an okay tightrope walker. So this led into a really nice discussion of feelings. And then we also viewed a few videos. We have a subscription to Brain Pop Junior, so we watched their video on emotions, and we watched a good Sesame Street video as well on identifying emotions and feelings. Then we brainstormed a huge list of different emotions. I'll show it to you after. It's really extensive. And then we did kind of a guided visualization activity where I had all of the students find a comfortable position. They could close their eyes or soften their gaze. And then I asked them to imagine different things. So I'd say like, oh, imagine that you just pulled up to the airport and your suitcase is packed and your family is flying to Disney World. Like, how would you feel? And getting them to label the feeling. Or maybe you've tried to do something new and it's really hard and you're just not able to do it yet. Like, how would you feel? So I had them imagine different scenarios, then label the feeling. So after we did about 6 or 7 of those, we reviewed our list of feelings and we went through and we talked about like what feelings feel good in our bodies and what feelings don't feel so good in our bodies. And we went through and circled all the feelings that we like to feel in our bodies that feel good for us. We also, of course, had the discussion that it's okay to feel absolutely any feeling. It's just how we react to that feeling that's important. I basically just always fall back on the message like it's okay to feel any way you need to feel. What's not okay is hurting yourself or hurting others. So of course we had that little conversation. So after we identified the feelings that we really wanted to feel or that felt good in our bodies, I again went through kind of a little guided visualization activity with them, and we did 3 deep breaths together and calmed our bodies and calmed our minds and focused on one special word to describe how we wanted to feel in 2020. So we went around the circle, everyone shared their word. I was blown away by some of the words my students came up with. I'll show them to you later. And so I printed their words for them on a card and gave it back to them. Then they got their own strip of cardstock and they printed their word themselves. And then we drew a self-portrait. So I had an EA in the room with me this afternoon who's a really talented artist. So she was really instrumental in getting the quality of self-portraits that the children were able to produce today. But we talked about the different shapes we see in our faces, how our faces change when we're feeling different feelings, and we practiced like showing happiness, joy, anger, love, contentment, all of those different things on our faces. And then using only black Sharpies, they drew a self-portrait. So I'll show you the results. I'm really, really pleased with them. And we're going to use these words that they've come up with on a daily basis as kind of a morning intention setting. So we're going to review that throughout the day and kind of use that as an anchor for ourselves. If we find ourselves not feeling joyful or not feeling confident, how we're able to bring ourselves back to that intention. So I thought it was a really great activity, kind of a different twist on the traditional New Year's resolutions or goals, because it really focuses on feelings and self-awareness and that social emotional learning in the classroom. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will show you some of the things we created today, and any of the links or things I've talked about will just be in the notes below the video. Please comment or share this video. I'd love to hear from you and learn more about your own experiences if you've tried this out in your classroom.